We're going to space.
Whole hullabaloo about you, man, and this mess you got going.
I would take an axe to a couple people's heads. I mean, I would go barbarian.
To a couple robots?
No, to maybe
really...
like a town, like Oblivion style.
Whoa, no, you just...
Sir, we're talking about robots.
Scabies is a that's also a staple of white culture.
Y'all some nasty niggas, bro.
Like
Is that white culture?
I believe
Y'all can
scabies,
keep that shit.
dirty.
But the black people, they smoke the weed and they get too relaxed.
I'm not getting taken down by no British cops.
Is this true, Don Juice? Is this true? You know the foreign affairs. Is this true?
It's propaganda. Just saying.
Hello, friends, fiends, everybody in between. We are here again with another 2019 episode here. We got the beers going. We're having a great time. Here I am.
So great.
Shut up. Fuck her. Keep talking. Keep talking.
I'm not in this.
Not either, but I'm enjoying it.
We got the fiends here. We got me. We got Space Boy Dandy, Head Honcho, Big Boss Coutre. We got the BH. We're gonna make introduction short today.
Squad.
We got to get the fucking show rolling. You guys had a decent week. Nothing fantastic as far as days have gone.
Not really.
No, just a week.
What day is it, by the way?
Nobody knows anymore.
You know,
What
actually,
day is it? What's the date? The actual date? Because
the 11th.
Oh, okay.
I will say I had an okay week.
Well, that's good. You know,
Fucking
that's
purgatory.
One of my
over here.
coworkers, unfortunately,
did not.
did not.
Well, that's
What happened?
unfortunate.
What they do? What they
They
do?
lost their job.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could use that as an easy segue to move a story over. So did this
Perfect.
Perfect segue.
a meteorologist. A meteorologist in New York has been fired for saying, in reference to Martin Luther King Park, he was fired because he made his name was Jeremy Kappel. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that.
What is that?
name.
Is that Italian? Is that
Jewish? I don't know.
Of course.
Polish? Kappel? I don't fucking know what that is. Anyway, he said Martin Luther Coon Park.
Yikes.
I don't think he meant to.
Just
So
And
he was just
cooning
like,
it up.
introducing Martin Luther King.
Oh, so I literally have not watched this video.
Okay.
But the descriptions all say he says King immediately after using the slur and continues the broadcast. And I think it's almost like he went to say King, but fucked up and it was King. But I haven't watched the video.
I feel like the only reason why you would mess up and say coon is if you were thinking about the
Well,
word
I
coon.
still haven't watched the video, so if he said coon, straight out coon, then yes, you're right. But if he was Martin Luther King and it was taken as coon, then that's unfair, But regardless, Al Roker, the nation's meteorologist who is now a pop culture icon for no reason. And he's
because he got
400
fat,
pounds
then
lighter.
he lost all that weight, but didn't lose any weight from his fat fucking head. His head's still gigantic.
His head's not that big, but
Same with Wendy Williams. She lost got all that.
That I'll
weight,
agree with.
Liposuction, and her head is she's still a fucking.
Wendy
bobblehead.
Williams' head looks like a trophy. That thing is fucking.
Her head is goddamn ridiculous. It makes no sense how big that woman's fucking head is.
I feel sympathy
billboard.
towards Al Roker's shoulders more than anything, because those things are really narrow, and like you wouldn't expect that on such a wide frame.
Supporting this tank head, it just makes no sense.
So he tweets out after this whole debacle happens and Jeremy Capel gets fired. He says, "I think Jeremy Capel made an unfortunate flub and should be given the chance to apologize on News 10 NBC." That's an @ symbol, so I'm assuming it's ABC News 10. Anyone who has done live TV and screwed up, Google any number of the ones I've done, understands. So Al Roker, who is, what's y'all's opinion on Al Roker?
I thought he was dead, to be honest. I'm sorry. I thought he was dead. I thought he
said was my opinion on Al Roker.
Yeah, what's your opinion on Al Roker?
Like, Al Roker ain't the best person to come to your defense, though. In that situation,
Can you elaborate?
I mean, everybody know how Al Roker act. We all know.
Can you elaborate?
No,
I think you know. I think we know where I know where he's going with it.
We know.
I'm just looking for 2 words here.
Shut up. Is Al Roker going to get him another fucking job? Like, if he's not going to do that,
don't believe he is.
If he's not going to do that, then like I don't give a fuck about his comments. Like, I need the boy needs paper. He's not going to get any more paper.
Would you fire somebody for that?
I mean,
I guess the thing, like I said, I didn't hear it. So.
Again, I haven't heard it either, so I can't.
It is mighty strange that I don't know how you can.
It's very coincidental.
It came together though.
You know, as I said, if it's like a Martin Luther King, you know, and like people took it as coon, that's one thing. But if it was like straight up like Martin Luther Coon Park, like whether there was like intention behind it or not, he doesn't need showtime anymore. Like he might still have a job as a meteorologist and like actually like doing the data, you know, but he shouldn't be allowed on air anymore if it was like straight up, you know, Martin Luther Coon Park. That's not cool. That is really bad. That is something you need to have conscious knowledge of.
You done goof.
And there's a picture of him and he's just the whitest guy. Like can you just
He's pretty white.
Yeah, like
he
got the white boy smile, like the
uncomfortable white boy smile.
Yeah, it's like it's showing just the little bit of teeth, but it looks forced. He almost looks in pain, but it's showing teeth with his smiles like this, like slanty.
You like find out like he's like mixed or something.
Now, so we got some different people saying different things.
Different people saying different things.
Yeah, we've got some people who are like you know, like miscellaneous Twitter users. People are like, yeah, Al Roker, you're right. You know, like it was just a mistake. But then we got other people who are like, wow, that video. He definitely says that all the time, which is why it slipped out on air. What the fuck white person uses coon as a derogatory slur, honestly?
I don't think he has to necessarily use it all the time, but once again, like it could have been on his mind.
It was probably again.
What are you doing to be just thinking about coon?
All these fucking coons.
All right. To play devil's advocate in his defense, what if during the newscast, or like was this outside? Is anybody seen?
No, this was inside in a newsroom in front of a little TV where they show the.
Earlier in the day, he's driving into work, and he gets out of his car and he's startled.
He sees Azalea Banks.
By a raccoon.
He's in New York. He might see Azalea Banks in the 212.
Yeah, he's startled by a raccoon, and he's definitely afraid of raccoons. And just, you know,
he's like, oh shit,
yeah, just couldn't get raccoons or coons off his mind.
So we got a supporter here.
Coons.
I'm not a supporter.
No, not you. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to tell you that. We got a supporter tweet who's like, in response to he definitely says that all the time, which is why it slipped out. This guy, Jared, he's like, are you kidding me? That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Say King and Junior 5 times fast and tell me what happens. It's a very easy mistake to make. Granted, not one that should be taken lightly, but also not one you fire someone over with no explanation. First of all, there is definitely an explanation. He said coon on live television. That is not no explanation.
Nah, bro. Say, what do you say? Say King and what?
Say King and Junior 5 times fast and tell me what happens. That's not a defense.
What was he doing? Like
King Junior, King Junior, King Junior, King Junior, King Junior.
That's saying
you could say it fast.
Nah, you didn't do it fast enough. It wasn't fast enough.
Can you? It's fast enough for me.
But, I mean, I'm sure I could. It's just
King Jr. King. I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah, it's a little difficult, but you're not gonna slip up like that. So I see both sides of this argument. Do I think the guy should have been fired? Probably not, but like he should have definitely been taken off air. I don't think he should even be given the like. It's a local news organization. There's no fucking credits. Like they can literally just relocate him in front of a computer and never tell anything about anything that happened. Instead, like it has to be a national news story that this guy was fired for saying coon on air, and that's his fault. And now he's probably never going to be able to be a meteorologist again.
Tragic.
The boy done goofed.
He should have never said coon.
He goofed.
Especially in that it's just the context. I really think the context really killed the man here. You know, bad decisions.
Very bad.
So, Democratic Representative Tulsi Gabbard from Hawaii. Gabbard. You said Gabbard earlier. You said Gabbard at least 10 times. And that's why I was really... There's no L there. It's a double B. So she announces a 2020 run for president to take on Trump. Now she's also going to be taking on Elizabeth Warren. She's probably going to be taking on Cory Booker. Is that a nod?
I'm listening.
And we really don't know. I mean, maybe Mark Zuckerberg, but she announced it on the Van Jones show. My whole thing was when I saw this announcement, I didn't recognize her name at first.
Mm.
Like, I didn't have any idea who she was when I first saw her name. I had to look up, like, where she was from and, like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember her being, like, a Trump critic, and that's it. So, she is an Iraq war veteran, and she serves on the House Armed Services Committee and the House Foreign Affairs Committee. So she's got some credentials here, but she was the vice chairwoman of the DNC, but because she supported Bernie Sanders in 2016, she resigned, which is a good fucking sign. Like, that's actually, like, that somebody who stuck up for their morals, and a lot of people in that election just was like, "Hill dog."
Hill dog.
So this is cool because, like, didn't we announce Elizabeth Warren last week?
Yeah.
Fuck Elizabeth Warren. I would have voted for Elizabeth Warren 4 years ago.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren trash.
I would have easily voted for Elizabeth Warren in 2016.
I never liked that lady.
After what she did to Bernie, and then what she did for Hillary, but still against Hillary, it was some weird... she's slimy. She's a slimy bitch. She lies about being Native American, and then, like, everybody's like, despite her Native American ancestry, bitch, she's 1024th. She doesn't have Native American ancestry. She has a great-great-grandfather
She's native as fuck.
Who fucked some Native American woman. That's it. So this is good. We get to see, some preliminary... I mean, it's already 2019. We still got another year before we start seeing debates. So I think it's good. I think it's good to know that there's more out there than just Elizabeth Warren and Cory Booker, personally. But... I don't know, man. The wall thing, I've seen firsthand this whole wall debacle alienate 5 different Trump supporters who were all straight Trump supporters. Man, and I've had 2 of them tell me they're going to vote against Trump regardless of who they run against him. So that's 2 out of 5 of Trump supporters.
You know how cooked them Republicans is, bro.
They're not all Republicans. Trump supporters aren't all Republicans. Are you a Republican? Didn't you vote for Trump?
The thing is, still the majority of them boys are cooked. They're not going no place. They voted for Daddy Trump, and that's what they're gonna vote for again next time. They're not gonna switch the fuck
Daddy
up,
Cookbooks.
Who they gonna just go vote fucking smiley boy Cory Booker? I doubt it.
No white person is going to vote for Cory, but no black person in their right mind is going to vote for Cory Booker, and no white person, period, is going to vote for Cory Booker.
Trustworthy person.
I mean, if the Democratic Party ran him, I would guarantee you that more white people voted for Cory Booker than black people.
Yeah, guarantee you.
I would bet money, but I still think that the DNC is going to try to run Cory Booker.
I feel like they try to sneak Kamala Harris through there.
Who?
Exactly. They're all a bunch of fucking who's. It's like little Democrats know what the fuck they're doing, bro. Again, for another, but nah, bro. It's gonna be like I said. I like Tulsi Gabbard, but ain't none of them gonna beat Trump, bro.
It's Trump's America now, boy.
It's Trump's America. You have to succumb to the racism and the sexism and the xenophobia and the disgrace against America. It's Trump's America instead of the Obama nation.
Because that wall ain't costing them shit.
You noticed? Well, yeah, no, that was the white people thing. I compare Trump to Obama a lot because the problem is the supporters of Obama are the same as the supporters of Trump, and the agitators against Obama are the same as the agitators against Trump. It's blind hatred and blind love. It's all it is. They're the same thing. They're the same thing from two different spectrums.
I've just never heard anyone say abomination.
Abomination?
It's been
Kanye said it.
Kanye said
he
it.
did. I lied.
It's abomination.
He said he was the abomination of Obama's nation.
Nigger. Hard R.
You can say it. So, a man who cannot say it, Jim Acosta, who got his press privileges back, went to the border wall. He took a nice little vacation to the border wall.
And he proved a point.
He was very upset that Trump wants to build more wall, where the wall that's there is keeping people out, and it's relatively peaceful.
No, you don't say.
So there's steel slats up where he was, and it's pretty peaceful, and nobody gets through. However, he did find a spot where it was just chain link, and the residents said that sometimes migrants come through. However, it's relatively peaceful. So what he's saying is that people come through there where there's no steel slat wall, and they break the law.
Yeah.
But it's still peaceful.
Yeah.
There's no crisis. I think that was his main takeaway from it's not a humanitarian crisis at the border.
Exactly. But
however,
how it came across was you just proved the opposite point.
I saw another thing where it was like Snopes fact checking Trump, and Trump says 1 in 3 women get raped crossing the border.
Yeah.
And saying that he was wrong. Saying that he was completely wrong, and the takeaway from it was supposed to be that he's wrong. Women don't get raped crossing the border, but the fact, the fact check was not 1 in 3. 60 to 80% of women crossing the U.S. border are raped on the way.
Like I mean,
so the women, the women who are going to come into America, are raped on the way. 60 to 80%. That is an actual fact against his 1/3. He underestimated how many women are raped at the border, or go on the way to the border. So it's a weird thing of like trying to prove Trump wrong, and like you pull out facts and logic, and like they prove your point wrong, but there's still facts and logic, so you come out on top because you presented them.
And it's some weird delusion, in all honesty, because
it's doublethink.
It's doublethink. Like you think you proved your point, but you literally did the opposite effect.
But Orange Man bad.
Orange Man bad.
And he's not the greatest guy.
Orange Man bad.
You can't think that Trump's a great guy, but to think he's just like the fucking devil is dumb.
You gotta do better than
allocate your potential better than hating Trump.
I think there could be worse people than Trump.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I still don't get the whole argument.
Hitler.
Niggas is so upset about the goddamn wall, bro. I'm like, it's just a fucking wall. It's a fucking wall. Just let him build a
Stalin.
Just let the nigga build a fucking wall,
we
bro.
We built a wall around Israel.
Just let him fucking build it.
We are for the next 10 years we're going to spend $38 billion for Israel. So that's $3.8 billion a year.
I mean, not even that. The fucking one of the wonders of the world is a fucking wall. In fucking China. So what's the issue with building a fucking wall?
And it helped with it helped keep people out of what was supposed to.
I don't think it's crazy to build a wall on
a fucking wall. If you don't want nobody to come into your fucking yard, what do you build?
Personally, I think it's a waste of money for us to build a wall.
I mean, we waste money on types of shit.
Exactly. So if we're gonna do it, let's do it right.
Space program. You wasting money with that shit.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but blocking Mexicans is not the same as going to space.
No, here's the thing.
No,
like,
this is a bigger cover.
That shit wasting money either way.
It's a bigger cover. We're trying to keep the Mexicans out of space. That's the big picture.
You've never seen that South Park episode? They'll send you to space. Trabajo.
We want to keep Mexicans out of space.
They got Trabajo. If you can send you to space, it's fucking $100 a pop.
The Chinese are going to start using them to go to...
The Chinese just sent. I didn't have this pulled up, but the Chinese, we went over this last week. They were on the dark side of the moon, but they just sent back the first 360-degree panorama pictures of the dark side of the moon.
Yeah,
they're allegedly there, or they're in like Kazakhstan.
Allegedly there.
You know, like blacklight filters.
Yeah.
So back to Trump. He's still not letting down on his wall funding. He's letting the government shutdown go. This is the longest government shutdown we've had since 1996 with Bill Clinton. I don't have this pulled up. I just looked this up earlier, but yeah, I don't have the cost that it's costed because Wikipedia doesn't have it yet in their little table. But the most expensive shutdown we've had so far that they've released data for was the Obama one, which was $24 billion fucking dollars. It lasted 16 days. The Clinton one in 96 that lasted 21 days, the same amount as it was today, was like 11 million.
Where do these numbers come from?
Probably some sort of government thing, but I didn't cite sources. I was just reading at lunch.
What is supposedly not being funded?
That's the thing. If the government shut down, why are they still taking money out of our paychecks? Why are they?
Yeah, it's true.
Why are they still funding particular government programs?
For when it's back up, then they can give everybody their money.
What percent did this shutdown even fucking affect?
Wait a second. For when it's, I just want to go back to what you just said. We're in a new tax season.
Yeah.
We don't get back our money until next year for this money that they're taking out now. So if you're saying that, like, for when they want to give us back our money, they could just count that up. You know, like, they don't have to take our money in the first place.
No, but they do, so.
Yeah, they do. And Trump has actually ordered the IRS to give us our refunds. And that was a big holding chip for the Democrats because the whole thing was the government shut down, you're not going to get your tax refunds. So Trump says, well, no, the IRS is going to give out refunds. And starting January 28th, you can early file with the IRS. They're open back for shopping. They're going to release refunds. But you know what the Democrats said, who hate Trump, who used the whole thing of you're not going to get your refunds as an anti-Trump thing. Oh, no, Trump letting you get your refunds during a government shutdown is illegal and therefore impeachable.
I thought the IRS technically wasn't, like, the government.
Oh, no, you're thinking of, like, the CIA and the Federal Reserve. Yeah, no, the IRS is definitely the government and should be abolished. It didn't exist until the 40s. The IRS isn't real. They made it up to take your money. But we might get our refunds. We might.
You could get it there. You're never not going.
Meanwhile, there's like
you
whole
were never
families
not,
who can't afford
not gonna get you guys
groceries,
no,
mortgages.
There's a lot of things.
The working people of America are tired.
There's a lot of things that you could pay for other than a wall. That's one thing. Is you could go for water and Flint. You could pay for.
Yeah, this is true. That's
tuition.
Been like 6 years or some shit.
But isn't that a local problem though? Isn't that a local thing? Because like once again, I've been knowing about that Flint shit for years.
I agree with you there.
People just now becoming aware of the shit.
I mean, no, people just now came aware of it like 6 years ago, as DJ said. But like, it still hasn't been fixed.
That's what I'm saying. That's been fucked up for some years now.
And you're right. It is a major local problem.
There's people still shitting in our houses.
However, the federal government can come in on any local problem and take precedence. But
you telling me Michigan? Listen, you told
Michigan.
You tell me fucking Michigan. Fucking Flint don't got enough money to put fucking new pipes.
Isn't the representative for Flint now the Somali woman?
One of them, yeah. Yeah, I think she is. Yeah.
So, like, shouldn't she be fixing this? So, this new wave of progressive Democrats that have came into Congress, they just got their first vote. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, her whole thing on her, that's her name. Ooh. Oh, AOC, at AOC, at her. No, she got a big-ass face. What you mean? Anyway.
Has a big face?
Anyway.
You know what that means.
It's the type Kutre likes.
I know, I like horse
on white
faces.
girls.
I like those
on
long,
white girls only.
Long horse faces. On white
but the bitch got a weird face, but she's cool. Like, I actually kind of like her. She's the youngest woman in Congress. I can deal with that. That's cool. I like that. She's paved her way. But what I don't like is that she went on the whole abolish ICE train, right? That was her campaign thing. That was what she ran on. However, one of her first votes in Congress is to fund ICE, and she voted yes. So how is she abolishing ICE? She said she wanted to be a contender in the interior as opposed to an agitator on the exterior. So how are you a contender on the interior if you're funding the thing that you said on the exterior that you're going to fucking abolish? That's a lie. That's a straight out lie.
Is it a lie?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a lie.
I mean, yeah.
Listen, she about to be like Ted Cruz and just start.
Ted Cruz is going to retire.
Just to do stuff.
Ted Cruz is like, look, I'm going to introduce this bill and it's going to fire me. I just want to leave. They keep voting me in. I grew a beard so they wouldn't trust me and they like me better.
He's hoping that one day he can too become president.
So within this shutdown that we've had, TSA.
Fuck TSA.
The Transportation Security
real
Administration
criminals are going to be able to board our planes.
But the thing is,
bomb our buildings.
Wait, I always hear about people who talk that everybody fucking hates TSA. Why all of a sudden motherfuckers care about fucking TSA? Y'all don't even like them niggas.
TSA keep people safe.
No, it does not. It never has thwarted a fucking terrorist attack in its entire existence.
Let me check your ass.
Keep people safe.
You got some fat black
The
lady.
shoe bomber came through TSA.
Listen.
The backpack bomber came through TSA.
Well, it's the idea that there's something there.
Okay, so
to keep people safe.
So
though.
you're saying security theater.
The wall.
I mean, if that's what you want to
The
call
wall.
it.
Yeah,
But
the wall is
people
literally the
like
same thing.
To have some sort of idea, even if it doesn't actually work, people like to
But
think
that's a
that there's
lie.
something.
No.
So it's a waste of money. So it's something that you're paying billions of dollars from your tax revenue to find a good feeling.
No, that's just like after Pulse happened downtown. Like everybody, like all the bars had like extra security, and there were extra cops out, and they were doing pat downs. Everybody going inside, and then like what happened 3 months after that? Not even 3 months, like a couple weeks after, like maybe a month after that, it's fucking stopped, and they weren't even they stopped checking people and pat people down. Like it's a show to make. Hey, we're gonna make you feel safe.
It's a waste of
It's not gonna
money
happen again.
for people's feelings.
Yeah, but I mean, you
to lie to people. It's a waste of money to lie to people.
Well, I mean, you do need some system in place.
You're spending your own money to be lied to.
Yeah. All I know is they trying to work.
That's the whole system, though.
Lie to me. Make me feel good.
You're right. That is the whole system. You're paying money to be lied to. So these motherfuckers are striking.
Boo. Okay.
Some of them, I mean, like the air traffic controllers, those
aren't TSA. Those work for the actual airline companies. So
there's a government job. Some of them,
not the air traffic.
No, there's a story I was watching earlier where a guy, there was two of them, were being forced to go to work and not get paid because they were essential employees or some shit like that. But
some people can't go on strike, but I don't think that's
I mean, TSA is government employees, and they can go on strike.
Well, you got people. You have people. Like
the air traffic controllers union actually sued the Trump administration. I didn't even realize that. That is
those niggas I think can't go on strike. The air traffic controllers. I don't think they're allowed to go on strike for obvious reasons. Like if you're not fucking there, who the fuck's gonna guide the planes down?
Nobody. ISIS. Just let ISIS bring some planes in.
Honestly, like we need the air traffic controllers. I agree with that.
No, that's
we don't
important.
need TSA.
Yeah, exactly. TSA,
like
fuck y'all.
We do need the air traffic controllers. Please don't strike, guys. You know, like I get it. You don't want to work for no pay, but you're gonna get your pay. You know, like as soon as they fund the wall, you're gonna get your pay. Why is everybody mad at Trump when he made a promise? He told everybody what he's coming after, and if this was Obama, it was the Republicans just won't give Obama what he wants.
It's Obamacare shit.
It's the same exact thing, and it's just as dumb, honestly. It's just as dumb because not everybody wants health insurance,
and not everybody wants the wall. You end up getting something that you did. It's not going to be the wall. It'll be still slats.
You're getting stolen from for something you don't agree to.
Money on still slats.
So you just may as well let it fucking happen instead of because now we've got a Democratic House, so we're not going to have anything happen for the next 2 years. It's going to be the same thing as the last 2 years of Obama's administration, where the Republicans wouldn't let Obama do anything.
Yeah, because like anything that the House tries to pass, the Senate's going to be like no.
Yeah, and fucking Trump's going to be like no. Yeah. And it was the same thing with Obama. It was a vice versa type thing. Yeah. Nobody's going to agree with each other. It's going to be complete even if the government opens back up, it's still technically going to be a shutdown as far as
like a motherfucker
process. So fuck this whole thing. Like just Give him the fucking $5.7 billion. That doesn't mean anything to America. It's a 1% of nothing.
Give Orange Man oil.
We don't even actually pay our debt. It's paid through fucking favors. It's not real. It's paid through lies. We pay our debt with lies.
You don't know about lies, bro.
Chinaman. Lots of Chinaman.
All right, we're gonna move on from politics. We're gonna go on to the media type shit going on lately. So have you guys watched Bandersnatch?
Yes.
Yep.
Multiple times.
I liked it.
I
I didn't
liked
watch
it
it
too.
multiple
I
times
heard-
yet, but I've only watched it the
It's
once.
designed to
like it.
watch multiple times.
I know.
that's a
I just
spoiler.
haven't had it.
It's a good experience.
I don't
No,
know
I
what you
watched the
people are
movie.
talking
I
about.
just
Right,
haven't
right.
seen it like multiple times.
Right.
Yet, 'cause I haven't had time.
I
Right, I
don't
feel
know
you.
what you people are talking about.
So
It's on
okay,
Netflix.
well let me elaborate for the people who don't like DJ. So you know Black Mirror, right? The show Black Mirror on Netflix.
Again,
There's
I
a
don't
British
know
show Black Mirror
what you people
about
are
almost like
talking
an
about.
alternative future. So they
I know. I've seen Black Mirror.
okay, that's fine. Some people
just-
haven't.
not my
So they
show.
have released. It's actually not a movie. It's an episode. If you really look at the runtime, it's about 37 minutes long, and for the longest story arc, and it's a choose your own adventure style show. It's the first of its kind on Netflix. You have to choose what the main character does. And a lot of the choices are honestly pointless. If you go through all of it, you'll just see subtle changes. Like you could choose a cereal. I mean, spoiler alert. You choose a cereal, and then later on, that cereal's advertisement comes up on the TV, and that's about it for that
I want
particular
to
choice.
punch a hole.
Yeah, but
If
it's
I was-
fun
if I
that
was
there
watching
are
this-
so many little details
No,
like that.
and I
Like,
do like that. I actually really like that. But if there weren't, they advertised it almost as like an endless pathway type thing. Like there's like multiple combinations. You see all of them. It is designed.
I have to check this
So
out.
think about
am I
how hard
watching-
that would have been to I mean, like, him trying to make the game in the episode. Think about how hard that would have been trying to make, like, an episode that had that many different fucking endings. Like,
You make tree maps.
yeah.
It's like every video game that's an RPG
At a certain
ever
point, you're
made
gonna get
since the 1980s.
bottleneck through Mass Effect. How Mass Effect fucking ended.
No, you're not going to
There's too much
necessarily
shit.
get
There's
to the
too
Mass
much
Effect
shit fucking
ending.
happening.
You're not going to get to the
No
Mass
way in
Effect
hell.
ending unless you're a
There was
shitty
There
developer.
was no way in hell.
But that's what happened
You
with
were gonna-
Bandersnatch. It
Exactly,
was a shitty developer. Because have
nobody was
you
gonna
ever
pull it off,
have you ever played Fallout New Vegas?
See, you just want to slip New Vegas in there, bro.
Skyrim, bro.
It's impossible, bro. You're not gonna make.
I mean, am I
that
watching
many
am I
endings.
watching a show or am I playing fucking the Telltale?
Oh, no, I like decision making.
It's a
Like-
Telltale Netflix show.
I don't like this.
I'm just
no,
saying.
it's really cool. Like
was
I
actually-
100%
yeah,
recommend
yeah.
it.
It was-
I'm gonna punch a hole in my TV tonight when I get home. If this is
It's
some
honestly
bullshit.
really good
and I'm
content
sending you the bill.
and really a good concept.
Yeah,
But,
it was super fun. I mean, it's definitely something I'm sure you haven't necessarily done before.
So
No, I've done it before. I've played plenty of.
We're not talking about playing a video game.
So
We're not
you
talking
remember
about
the
reading.
old? No,
Yeah,
yeah,
I read
well,
the
no,
book.
it's
Talking about
based, no, it is
watching.
literally based. It is directly based off of Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Yeah, I
which
understand
I have
that.
something to get into after that. But the
So
Choose
I
Your
can
Own
just go
Adventure.
home and play
Do you remember
the video
the-
game and get the same.
There's no video game
experience.
No, you have to watch the movie because it is the video
I
game.
can play a video game like that. Is what I'm saying.
Not exactly. No.
I can do it right now.
Anyway,
Got it on my phone.
let's go back to this. So you remember the Choose Your Own Adventure books where you would flip from one page to another. It's like choose
I
this.
had a
and-
Goosebumps book like that.
Yeah, okay, so I guess the Choose Your Own Adventure books are actually owned by Choose Co. LLC.
Oh shit!
And they are suing Netflix
Coon
over
Co.
Bandersnatch
LLC.
for $25
did some shit.
million in damages.
What?
Ain't that some shit?
So, the
Wait.
problem
So
with this...
they're taking like they're the only ones who came up with like this type of.
They're like, look,
The
bitch.
problem with this is that they owned the Choose Your Own Adventure book series, which was the only series back then that did that. They have an actual copyright over the Choosing Your Own Adventure for a book. However, and I'm not even going to go into this full article because it's kind of going for Choose Co. here. I'm not any sort of patent lawyer. I'm not Daddy Clarence, but I would assume that if you're using a different sort of media, a different medium for media, that the way that you have the person consume the media is not patented or copyrighted. There's no fucking way to... I mean, as we said, there's video games that do the exact same thing, just with a different format.
Yeah.
You know, so there's no way that they're gonna do this. But
I mean, it's not an unheard of concept per se, but like maybe in this particular way, like on Netflix, like as a
well, here's the thing
that you're watching.
You know about the Netflix versus Disney thing, right? Mm-hmm. How Disney had all their shit on Netflix, their Marvel shit on Netflix, and their shows. And we were just talking about Infinity War earlier, but they're pulling all of their Marvel shit from Netflix to put on the Disney streaming thing. ChooseCo is owned by 20th Century Fox, who just got owned by Disney. Or, I'm sorry, 20th Century Fox owns the movie rights to the Choose Your Own Adventure book series. Mm-hmm. So, Disney is upset and funding ChooseCo, is what I gather from this. This is not fact. This is AJ Facts.
Yeah. Like you're drawing lines.
Fuck Disney.
I'm definitely drawing lines. And yeah, fuck Disney. Yeah, I believe 100%.
Big fuck Disney.
Fuck Disney.
How dare you?
Big fuck Disney.
So,
I don't really care.
How dare you say
About
fuck
Disney.
Disney? How dare you?
So, Logan
How
Paul's
dare you.
old pentagonal face ass is...
So we're just done? We're done with that?
We're
we
leaving
said
it alone.
fuck Disney.
I saw him.
Okay.
I was at my mom's house. and my
You saw
nephew-
Logan Paul?
And my nephews were watching. They were watching some shit on fucking Disney. And one of them Paul boys popped up. I don't know if it was Jake or Logan, but one
I didn't
of
know
them
the other
popped
one's
up.
name.
Did you just
Paul.
turn up, be like, turn this shit off, nigga?
Paw.
Like,
They're doing
turn
some
this shit
weird
off, nigga.
dancing game. with
Because
these
they're gay,
jits.
bruh. Anyway, so Logan Paul said he's going to go gay for a month. And gay people are not happy about this.
I hope he gets. No,
mean,
I'm not gonna say
He's gonna
that.
suck a dick for a month.
So here's the thing. If he sucks dicks for a month, wouldn't
Doesn't
that just
make
mean
gay.
he's gay?
That doesn't make you
You
gay.
just gay.
But if he sucks dicks for a month, but the gay community refuses to accept him as
That's
gay.
bigotry.
How trash do you have to be?
That's bigotry.
He's so fucking trash.
I don't think he's going to be sucking dicks.
But
He
then
might
how's
suck dicks.
Okay, here's the thing though. Being gay is directly tied to your sexuality. So when he have to do some gay sexual shit to be considered gay.
I mean, not necessarily. He could just be sexually attracted to someone without actually engaging in
But then
anything.
there's no way
Or
to prove
say
that he was the gay.
Okay, exactly.
So then
So-
he can't put it on YouTube, and therefore he can't profit. So he has to actually do some gay shit of some
I
kind.
mean-
Make out with a guy at the very least.
Kiss a nigga on the lips.
He's got to kiss a guy on
Like
the
kiss at
lips.
least one nigga on the lips.
Otherwise, he's not gay.
I feel like guys, at least I've seen white guys do that a lot anyway.
Kiss other guys on the lips?
Yeah.
White dude kind of gay.
Well, I'm not saying all that, but I mean, I
That-
just
that-
I've
No,
definitely
I
of the guys who are friends that kiss each other on the lips. It's
What the
only
what
ever
the
been
fucking
white guys.
circle is
I've never
this?
seen that though.
I've never seen guy friends just start kissing each other on the lips. This has
I've
never
seen
happened.
trash guys kiss each other on the like.
Was it for a dare, or were they just like, oh, let's make out, bro?
Not like let's make out, but they'll like do one of those. Mwah, like
No, that's fucking gay. Those guys are probably gay. Probably guess your fucking size. Like, look at you like, oh, I could probably buy her a top.
Yeah.
No, those guys gay.
okay. You sound like personally offended, and that wasn't the intention. So let's
It's just like
go
I've
ahead
kissed
and
men
move
before.
on.
I understand how it works. Like
I know the game.
No, I did kiss a man once because of the promise of titties when I was like 14.
See, you got tricked, bro.
Yeah, I did get-
you got R.
I did
Kelly.
get triggered.
That's what
Gay
happened
for
to you,
pay.
nigga. You got R. Kelly, bro.
Sean,
I wouldn't be gay
kiss
for pay.
people.
Sean does kiss men.
See, he's one of those guys too. That
Gay?
feel
But I
he
just
doesn't
don't. I
kiss
don't
anybody.
see. I've never actually seen that to where just like guys kissing each other.
It's
Like,
a rarity. It's a rarity.
is this a real thing?
I've
This
seen
has
it.
happened.
How many people have you seen where it just?
I've seen it like twice.
Okay,
That's
still
enough.
more than-
That's actually enough
Yeah.
to make an opinion. All right. Well, let's just get off
But
of the
Logan
gays.
Paul will have to kiss somebody to be.
He's gonna have to suck a dick.
Well, that's the extreme.
Well,
that's the
that's not
extreme side
YouTube
of it.
appropriate.
That's the extreme side of it. So he's gonna have to at least get very comfortable with the man.
No, he's got to
So-
go. He's got to go prison gay or it doesn't count. He's got to
Another
go.
person who may or may not be getting very comfortable with a
Superman.
man soon. Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world at $160 billion in net worth.
Fuck Bezos.
That is actually, I think, 68% higher than his next competitor.
Does he have that?
Well, he won't by the end of this year. His wife, Mackenzie, is
That's a very untrustworthy
Should
name.
have had a V8.
Mackenzie.
I'm about to say, what a darling name.
No, I don't. Like I used to work at the Boys and Girls Club, and there's
Buzz Mackenzie.
this little bitch named Mackenzie.
Oh, damn.
Always,
Why she had to be all that?
always coming in there with a little purse, being rude and shit.
Little.
Oh, I could not fucking stand that kid.
Was she a black man?
She was some Spaniard. I don't know, but
shit.
Mackenzie is like.
Oh, whoa. There's actually new details to this that I didn't realize. This is on people.com, so it's kind of half
Very
tabloidish.
tabloid.
Not
Do your
half
research
tabloidish.
earlier next time.
No, I had some other things.
No, that's tabloid shit.
But it's good enough. I do know that him and his wife Mackenzie are getting divorced. They've been married for 25 years. She is going to be the 7th richest person in the world because he did not sign a prenup.
Silly bitch.
Idiot.
He has had a romance with former news anchor Lauren Sanchez, who is also getting divorced from her husband of 13 years.
About to slide and he about to die. He about to die.
And if you can just see this picture of his sloppy eye,
Yep.
he doesn't care. He doesn't care that he's losing half of his fortune. He is ready to get his dick sucked.
He's like, I'm making so much money, I don't even fucking care.
Just cover his bald head in oil and rub it all over this former news anchor's body.
As good as Amazon is, like he could probably make that the other half back soon. What, 5 years maybe? Maybe more than that?
I mean, she's gonna get half of his stock options.
All right, like I said earlier,
So
get a hit. He's worth over $1 billion.
No, don't say this. You might get arrested for invoking a crime. But if we were him, we would take care of it.
When you say
I take
we,
care of it.
If me and DJ were him, I was looking DJ directly in the
No,
eyes.
don't
here.
look me directly in the eye.
Hey, no.
If
I would.
Zav was him,
no,
she'd take care of it.
No,
Yeah, you would.
No,
You'd be like, hey, you're not taking half
because
my
I
fortune.
wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place.
What you mean?
What are you talking about?
For 25 years,
What
like
the
before
fuck
your
are you
business was
talking
ever
about?
even incepted.
Get the
You
fuck
wouldn't have
outta
been
here.
married and like
No,
so
but
in
if
love
you're getting
that
a divorce.
after 25 years and you just find out that you figure out after
You
he
find
buys
out
buys-
he's been sneaking off on the lam, and
he
like,
buys
I'm cool.
a house with 25 bedrooms and 19 bathrooms. He never has to see you. That's the whole point of that many bedrooms and
But
that
that's
many
what I'm
bathrooms.
saying.
He's
Like,
been fucking the new girl in all
something's
of the
wrong.
other 9 bathrooms.
So you would get divorced
I wouldn't get divorced,
even if that was going on?
well, that
Zach,
wouldn't
please
be going
explain
on.
this, 'cause
How
I'm
do you,
lost.
what do you mean? He's
What do
Jeff
you
Bezos.
mean?
He's the richest man in the world. He can do what he
He
wants.
has so much.
Or
You have
can
to understand what
get
that,
him for not having
that
a
kind
prenup
of money means. Like he can walk into any bar, pull his dick out, piss on a woman,
and buy
and
the
just
bar.
be like, "Look,
and just buy the bar.
cancel her. I'll buy another one."
Yeah, just fucking kill her. Take
cancel
her out back.
I'll buy
give you
another
$5,000 and you just
Like, he
take
can
her out
go-
back and beat her ass.
He can buy anything he wants.
That's
And-
terrible.
Well, in that
160
situation, you may want to be careful with that
billion.
one, though, pissing on people.
Well,
Because-
yeah,
Well,
that's a
because they
song.
may set you up to get kicked the fuck out of here real
Okay,
quick.
we're gonna move on because that is a terrific segue. That is great. So, R. Kelly back in the news
Exactly.
once again.
Shout out to
It's
Chappelle.
2019,
They'll never
and R. Kelly is still in the news. He
the
hasn't.
king of R&B.
He hasn't released.
No, that's Jacqueese.
Who the fuck is this Jacquees? I don't even know who this guy is. Everybody keeps saying like,
Everybody
no,
got
that wasn't R.
very
Kelly, that was
upset.
Jacquees.
Yeah, it's
He's a
Jacqueese.
small man.
Very small. He's like
Is he
he's
white?
like-
Cash money nigga like
Is he
Wayne.
Russ?
Yeah, cash money nigga like Wayne.
He's Cash Money?
Like baby.
He says that? He uses those lines?
There's one song. He's like cash money nigga like baby. Cash money nigga like Wayne.
But Wayne's not
Cash
anymore
money
because he
nigga
got
like Manny.
ripped off. Manny Fresh?
Yeah.
Manny Fresh has also got ripped off and is no longer.
Manny Fresh was the best hot boy.
He was trying to
Manny
represent-
Fresh was also the best DJ of his time. I will argue for years.
Think about that.
Okay, so
Think about that one for a little bit.
But yeah, Jacquees, the king of R&B, in trouble again.
Sierra.
So this, but let me give some preface here. The reason R. Kelly's back in the news and why he's literally 5 topics on fucking TMZ. God damn it!
TMZ going
in a row, like literally, like back to back to back chronologically. They're just all focused on R. Kelly.
I'm
Is
over
because
fucking TMZ.
there has been a documentary called "Surviving R.
Robert
Kelly."
Kelly.
and it's been on Lifetime. If you know anything about Lifetime,
There's always a woman getting beaten on that network.
Jennifer Lopez usually gets beat. And
No.
yes,
They got the
I know at
Have you
least
seen-
6 Jennifer Lopez
Have
Lifetime
you seen
movies.
any Lifetime movies?
We're gonna respect Lifetime. Lifetime has brought you such shows as Little Women in Atlanta.
I don't know
Little
what
Women
that is. I
Texas.
don't
Was it
watch
Houston?
midgets. I don't
Wait,
look
Little
at midgets.
Women in Houston.
They're little people. First
No, they're
of all.
not.
They're little people.
Dwarves are little people. Midgets are deformed
There's dwarves.
creatures.
Listen, man.
No,
You're gonna have the lollipop guild outside your house.
no,
in
I've
the
said
morning.
it before. I'll say it again. If your limbs are proportionate, I'm cool with you. If your limbs are not proportionate, personally, this is the views expressed by AJ are not representative of Fiend Fix or its affiliates. I'm not okay with you if your limbs don't match your body. Personally, I think that there's something going on there, and that's
Clearly there's something going on there. That's why they got short limbs.
well, that's
why they have
do
their
they-
own shows.
That's
AJ.
why they have their own neighborhoods and schools.
They don't have their own neighborhood.
Bullshit!
We ever went to a neighborhood with just.
They have their
When have you been to when have you been to a neighborhood with a midget?
I've been into schools with little people. bro.
I have been into schools with little people
because
You've
they're
never
not,
heard-
they're not that big of the They're not that big of the population to see that many.
So,
that many of them walking around.
But they what happened to the fucking Lollipop Guild, bro? There were 30 of them on one movie. What the fuck you mean? They used to use. What about the wrestling matches against the Rock?
They had to find
Rock's
They
daddy.
have to find those people.
They had to find those.
They're
Yes,
not
they
just-
search long and hard throughout the
Hold on.
entire earth.
Oh, you don't know about their actual. They have their own town. You think I'm fucking around with you? There's a
No.
real.
I'm not saying they don't have. I'm pretty sure
I don't believe this.
they have their own town the same way. I'm pretty sure there's a town that just freakishly tall people. Somewhere.
Okay, so I can't.
There's-
If I look up Little
What, like
People
Nigeria?
Town, if I look up Little People Town, it shows me Fisher Price toys. If I look up if I look up Midgetville,
Little people.
Why
I
would
look
it
up
be called
Midgetville,
Midgetville?
because
Right.
that's what it is. Refers to real or legendary communities of midgets.
or legendary.
Fairfax, Virginia, the Midgetville in Vienna, Virginia.
I don't
Visible
think that means it's
from
an
the
actual
trail.
Midgetville. There just might be more little people there
In
than anywhere else. that you
1882,
might
the
see.
site was a small summertime resort.
A small summertime resort, not a small summertime resort.
So in 2002, midgets bought the entire estate. We got New Jersey. We got California. We got Ontario. We got China. Kingdom of the Little People. There are midget communities where they
No,
don't allow
I don't-
anybody else in.
I still don't believe that.
They exist. I've seen documentaries on the one for China at the very least. They exist.
You
And
just-
they don't let tall people
you just
in.
seen Trapped in the Closet one too many times. That's all it is.
God damn it.
That's
How
all it
did...
is, bro? That one little person cop.
No, he
No,
wasn't the cop. He was
He
the one
wasn't the cop.
cheating.
He was-
It was. His name was Big Man. And the reason he was named Big Man is because he was blessed. Thank you.
Oh, that's just
They met him at the Paget's Club.
oh. See,
That's where Bridget met the midget.
midget.
So R. Kelly,
Get back to it.
We did.
we completely have. R. Kelly, full name, Robert Sylvester Kelly.
That's the best to give away. Untrustworthy.
His own brother said that he was fucking people, and nobody
so
believed
here's the thing.
him.
I love R. Kelly, right? I can't help but admit the motherfucker is hurting women. You know, like it's obvious, right? But here's an actual counter argument to him hurting the women. The women who are there are all of age. They're not underage. They're all there under their own consent. Might they be being abused? Might they be being fucking brainwashed? Whatever. They got there on their own consent.
But then, how is he hurt? Is he really hurting you if you came there on your own consent now?
I mean, he could still hurt you if you come on your own consent. If you stay on your own consent, and that's, in my opinion, you're taking something you want. And if these are grown-ass women, as every single one that the parents have came out saying, we need our daughter back, they've all been over 18.
Yeah.
So, like, you have no legal right to get your daughter back.
Because I'm saying, yeah, because that's an adult at that point. But it's like,
This is true.
we all know R. Kelly, like you said last week, we all know R. Kelly been fucking around with these young ass bras. We all No.
He had a song.
We all know this shit, but it's just like so. Once again, we not excusing
He
R.
had
Kelly at any point.
So
We're not excusing
no, we're not excusing R.
But
Kelly.
at the same
He had a
time-
show. There's a video on YouTube, and you can probably look it up. Where at one of his shows, this was like years ago, like in the early years of R. Kelly, where he had somebody run across the stage with a sign that said 18 and up, and it was just like. At the time, it's like, you really, dude?
Okay, so
18 and up. And they're like running across the stage with this giant sign that says 18 with a plus sign on it. And he's like, dude, not R.
That's
Kelly
fine.
himself, but one of his hype men just running across the stage holding this big ass sign.
That's trying to say, look, I
If
don't
you're
molest
18 and
kids.
older,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, like.
Yeah, I like women, sometimes younger and older women.
Sidebar, Shawty Low had.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Died in a car accident.
Did have a song that said I like my girls 18 and under.
No, he's talking about,
He did say
about the dope.
He was talking about the dope for the prices.
Yeah,
18 and under. He's got the girl 18 and under. Well, the white girl 18 and under. So R. Kelly came face to face with cops in Chicago after an anonymous caller claimed the singer was holding 2 women hostage. So the Cook County State Attorney's Office got a tip that he was at his Trump Tower residence. So he's staying in Trump Tower in Chicago, which, by the way, Trump Tower in Chicago is not owned by Donald Trump at all. It's just his name on it. He just licenses out his name for towers. There's one in Singapore or some shit. They figured he was holding them against their will. The cops apparently raced to the property and made contact with R. Kelly and the women. And they put him in another room. They ordered him to another room and questioned the women. And according to
more women.
the Chicago PD, both women say they were at the residence voluntarily and nothing untoward was going on. Police then left without incident. TMZ was told that the 2 women were Jocelyn Savage and Azriel Clary. Just putting their fucking names on blast here, which is wrong.
About nothing.
Both of whom have maintained that they were with R. Kelly voluntarily, despite their parents' strong claims that they were the victims of brainwashing. So,
once again, you're not brainwashed if you went.
So their parents are saying this: you shouldn't be with this guy. He's got too many women's.
Okay.
But sometimes also, your parents, like if you, I don't know, like not necessarily my parents, but some people's parents will like,
so they're grown women.
Maybe be really convinced that, oh no, my child wouldn't do this on their own. But they must be brainwashed. Yeah, but some people's parents, regardless of how grown you are, still feel.
Well, that's why the cops couldn't do anything. They investigated. They did their job. Nothing seemed awry. There was only 2 women in his Trump Tower residence. There's not 15 women.
I get
getting brainwashed and beat.
But then they're like
dungeoned.
Talking about the elite, like he married Aaliyah when she was like 14 or 15, and then they said that the lawyer for R. Kelly was like, no, this is bullshit because she allegedly lied about her age.
Which isn't actually a viable excuse for statutory rape.
No, well, yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, that shit doesn't work.
Not work.
And not here in the state of Florida.
Actually, all across the fucking board.
You can try that shit as much as you want to here. You can be at a bar and have any.
And here in Florida, we have loose consent laws. You could 16 to 23.
You could believe that. Oh man, she's over. No, you gotta ask our brothers.
I don't want to.
You have every right to believe that this woman is over the age of 21. She's in a bar. You've drinking,
seen her fake ID.
She's got a fake. Yeah, and it looks real. You have every idea to believe it. And then you find out she's like,
and you're so fucked.
You find out she's 17 and you're like 27.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Even if you were completely fooled and she was running the game on you, you're still going. You're going to
Which
jail,
is wrong.
boy.
I believe that's wrong. Well, no, even if they check.
Yeah, but I mean,
but
it's rare that those situations happen. But it's one of those situations where you have to be.
I think when those situations
like
do happen,
lose.
I will say it is rare. But when those situations happen, I don't take the guy in fault personally. The law might, and that's fuck them at that point.
But that's what he's trying to get a law on the books to get it changed. But
R. Kelly is
no. The lawyer.
Oh,
and
I don't think that's going to happen.
And then I look at it about like the frequency, like how often is that? Are you meeting a 17-year-old or 16-year-old that is that mature and that can hold.
But
Because I feel like
you're
you
a grown
would be,
ass man.
Yeah.
When was the last time when have you seen an 18-year-old girl that didn't look like a little girl to you?
Hold on. Here's the thing, though. You know when
I've seen plenty of them.
Here's the thing. It's not about. Here's the thing.
Yeah, but you're 20 fucking
wait,
three.
Wait. Here's the thing. It's not
When
about.
I was 18, there was bitches who looked like they were 27.
Hold on,
like,
y'all
I
all-
don't understand.
here's the thing.
Yeah, no.
Hold on, y'all skipping the point. It's like it's not about the look, bro. You know when a bitch not 18.
Exactly. That's my.
she
It's not
not.
necessarily the look. It's the
act.
vibe.
You
It's the
can catch
knowing.
on when somebody's not.
Yeah, you know when someone's a fucking
R.
kid.
Kelly knew he was fucking bitches that way.
He knew he was pissing on a 15-year-old girl when he got off on that.
So that's not even part of the argument. It's just we know that them 16-year-old girls knew what the fuck they were doing.
But that's still not the point. Honestly, what he has now is not 16-year-old girls.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
So he's not doing anything alone.
Yeah, but that cross crap.
Unless they can convict him on any sort of. But he's not.
No,
if they've maintained, if their testimony is that they stay there voluntarily, and people who allegedly used to stay with him say that they are held hostage and they got a quick buck off lifetime, that's not fair to anybody involved.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think R. Kelly's a great guy. I do kind of think these girls are brainwashed, but at the same time, if you're brainwashed, you're still doing things voluntarily.
Yeah, well, my whole theory with it, and this is just overall because I've been paying attention to it, here and there, and I hear everybody saying, "Oh, we all know he was like this." It's like in the black community, like now everybody's fucking. Oh, we've been saying this shit. And,
the bullshit.
And it's like,
you seen that Boondocks episode?
Yeah, I mean, even the Boondocks did it. Then they wrote a column. They wrote
Chappelle did it exactly. He couldn't testify against him.
Chappelle did a skit about it, and there've been people have known about it, but I'm like specifically like Jay-Z and R. Kelly did an album together. I think I can't remember the name of it, but
I don't like Jay-Z, so
whatever. But anybody,
Jay-Z's trash.
Nobody remembers that.
Everybody
they did
knows
like
Jay-Z's.
I think it was called The Best of Both Worlds or something.
That's terrible.
Some shit. But
those are not good worlds.
Damon Dash tried to exclude himself from it by saying, "Oh, don't put that on me because I have nothing to do with it. I didn't let Jay-Z work with him. I knew that was going on, but it's like you didn't say anything.
Yeah, but at the same time, what you mean? I didn't let Jay-Z work with Jay-Z's one of the most powerful men in hip hop. You can't let somebody work with somebody or not
like that. But he's saying that he because Jay-Z was signed to Rockefeller and he was like CEO of Rockefeller at the time, that he didn't co-sign he didn't say do this project. That he said he was against it, but you didn't say anything about it.
Yeah.
So don't come out. My thing is now, all the people in the industry and everybody who's the talking heads, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, well we got to get him the fuck up."
Lady Gaga's denouncing "Do What You Want, What You Want with My Body."
But you did the song and you knew this shit before, so shut the fuck up.
When "Do What You Want with My Body" came out, everybody already knew R. Kelly was fucking little, teenage girls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this fucking the documentary, this outrage.
It's sensationalism over something we've already known about.
Yeah,
we've all known this. We all know R. Kelly's a creep. He's got a beautiful voice. He's never gonna release "Trapped in the Closet" Chapter 33, and fuck him for all of that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to excuse it. Yeah, he's at fault because he's creeping and shit, but the people that he's such a monster, don't try to play it now that it's a documentary that came out now everybody else is other people are trying to accuse him and shit. Don't come out now and be like, "Oh, see, told you." But when you're the same motherfuckers who didn't stand up and say nothing from the fucking get-go, that's what pisses me off, because it's like now, because it's a thing. Oh yeah, well yeah, I knew. I listened to this podcast the other day and the girl was like, she's like a writer or some shit, but she was saying how she's from Chicago and how she used to, and he went to the same high school, but he had graduated years
so it's
before.
A bunch of hearsay.
Yeah, and she's just like, it's like, what do you don't like you? She's like, oh, I love
Bump and Grind.
Seems like you're ready. She's like, oh, that song was so great, and I had to cancel. And it's like, shut the fuck up.
All I'm gonna say is
stop it. Just stop that bullshit.
All I'm gonna say is I'm still going to listen to fucking R. Kelly, bro.
But really, how often do you listen to R. Kelly? When it happens, it happens, and it's great.
If R. Kelly come on, bro, I'm not going to not listen to it.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't fucking care. Because here's the thing, bro.
Well, am I supposed to not watch Space Jam anymore? Because at the end of the fucking day, nigga. I'm still watching fucking Space Jam.
At the end of the fucking day, you got to be able to separate the person
from the art.
From the fucking art. That's it. That's it. At the end of the fucking day. If y'all motherfuckers love Elvis, and that nigga was fucking 14-year-old.
Was he? That makes sense.
He was a 14-year-old.
He's also on a lot of drugs.
No, niggas like once again always
died on a toilet. How do you respect the man?
On lewds.
And just like niggas do shit they ain't got no business doing, bro. It's like, what the fuck you gonna do?
Well,
they're not supposed to be role models any fucking way. They're
exactly. I'm not a role model. As LeBron James said.
That's not,
not
a role model.
And the thing is, I'm not saying that justifies. It was Charles Barkley. I'm not saying that justifies somebody's actions, but I'm saying you gotta hold the actions next to the motherfuckers. Not even character, next to what the fuck they do. Yeah, the motherfuckers fucking. If it's a football player beats up his fucking wife, he fucking gets
like most cops,
like most fucking cops, like bro,
85% of police officers.
It's like why you. Literally what they do is the most important thing that you have to put next to that. Like, come on, bro.
Look, I don't think necessarily anybody should give R. Kelly any money anymore, but I don't think.
But you are,
and I will. Personally, I will. And his streams did go up 116% since this release. But I gotta personally channel my R. Kelly, and I gotta go out there and piss on something. And
all right, see you on your own now.
We're sitting on about 59 minutes here.
Yeah, man, that's a jam, bro. I'm gonna go jam that R. Kelly. Matter of fact,
I'm gonna watch the all 32 chapters of Trapped in the Closet. If you really want to get into it, you start. I don't know if you can get it without paying for it anymore. Last time I tried it was on IFC, last time I tried it was on YouTube. You had to pay for it, but before that it was on IFC and it's free. So you might be able to have some
work your torrent magic.
Yeah, you might be able to work your torrent magic and watch some R. Kelly and see him and Bridget having sex with the midget.
It's just him pissing on
life.
That video, the little girl again.
I'm so glad I have never seen R. Kelly pissing on anybody. But any last words?
LimeWire.
Stop with this fake outrage shit.
Shouts out LimeWire because
that's how I first watched Trapped in the Closet.
That's how I stumbled upon
the first 10 chapters or some shit, like 12 chapters.
Not even that. It was the shit that made me be like, yeah, that was R. Kelly.
That was him. He definitely did do some questionable things with his dick and underage girls, but in this instance. The girls are not underage. We can't judge them the same way for that.
You don't have to be underage to be manipulated, though. Just remember that.
Yeah, I mean, you can be manipulated, but don't at the same time.
You can't play victim.
Yeah, but you've known who.
To end this, don't piss on people.
No, you can pee on people. Just make sure you get their consent.
I don't think.
I've
peed on someone. No, I've literally peed on someone.
You shouldn't, but if
don't
you want
do it, it's not fulfilling.
Listen,
again, you're on your own on this one, bro.
Okay. Oh shit.
Pissing on people without their consent.
There was consent.
All right, that's what he's saying.
Consent.
No, I'm saying
it's key. Consent is always key. You've got to consent.
It's not fulfilling though.
Just do it. I really
just do it. When someone says yes, pull your dick out.
Nah, I'd rather you piss on somebody than shit on somebody.
Nah, so you got to sign.
True. That's true.
Yes.
I'm bringing out.
I mean, I guess if you have to.
I'm bringing out the Chappelle sex contract.
If you got to do some weird shit, if you got to throw up,
sign something.
Shit on
oh yeah, with Rashida Jones.
Yeah,
and then the don't tell anybody about this.
Yeah, the sex, the NDA. If you don't, I got a sniper at your window. You got to go.
Yeah,
but yeah, my closing statement is get consent. Not everybody needs to know what the fuck you doing, and
very true.
Make sure you clean.
And I think that's as good of an ending as we have ever had.
Wow.
Good night, beautiful people.
Peace.
Peace.